Hi, we're Harriet and Mauro. We're restoring a 5-acre smallholding in Spain into the homestead of our dreams. The last few weeks, we've been working on the restoration of our 45,000-litre water deposit, but now with the spring water filling, the filtration bed planted, the pergola up and the irrigation connected, it was time to turn our attention back to another project which we started earlier this year, the rebuild of our bathroom. We already took down a dilapidated old structure, fixed some of the badly built walls, pointed the stonework, and built a little undercover utilities area off to the side. But then, before we could get any further, we had a sudden change of plan and decided to knock down and move one of the walls to enlarge the space. We literally the other day made a bit of a radical decision with it, and we're actually going to remove and rebuild the front wall. To see what happened next, we have to go back a little bit in time to mid-June. Good morning! So the builders who are working on our deposit are getting on really well. Looks like they're going to have time to do our bathroom wall for us at the end. They've been so good to try and make that happen because they didn't budget the time for it, but we managed to convince them that they could fit it in. And yeah, it looks like they're going to. So we actually need to do some prep for that so that their job is easier and they can just do it in a couple of days. We have our volunteers here at the moment, so Mauro is just working with them right now, doing a little bit of prep on the bathroom wall.
Even turning point. Yeah, we're filling this in because it's going to be Santi's paddling area. So we're just using all the rubble we can.
Look at Papa.
Mama.
Hammer, yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, that's a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bad luck.
Yep.
Well, since we have removed the bathroom wall, which is getting rebuilt, we now need to do, Mauro now needs to do a little bit more pointing. So yeah, he's going to do that today. We've only got 4 bags. Ow, my knee. That was my knee. Careful with your hands. Yeah, we've only got 4 bags of pre-mixed lime mortar left, so we're hoping it will last, because if not, we're going to have to go and buy the lime and the sand and mix it ourselves, which is fine, but it might just end up like a slightly different colour, and it's obviously easier to work with the pre-mixed stuff. But yeah, should we leave him to it? Yeah, I think you're going to smash your finger in a minute. Let's leave Papa to do this. Hey, let's leave Papa to do the destruction.
Mama.
Oh wow, they've already started to put half the tiles on. Wow, it's going to look so good. Santi's little paddling area.
Toca.
Little flap. Little flap.
Toca.
Tocar. Santi, this is going to be a little swimming pool. Go swimming. Right, the last few days of this deposit build are honestly just us running around trying to get the last bits that we need. I've got a list of bricks that I need to get. Yeah, in theory they're finishing the deposit tomorrow, moving on to the bathroom wall. Right, let's go and get those bricks. There we go, we got all our bricks. Well, not all of them, less than a third, but as many as we could fit in one trip. This poor car. And what else did we get? A little present for Papa.
Every like 2 squeezes of it, I have a little stone. Like, all of those stones. I have to like grab everything by hand, squeeze it and to sieve it and get all the stones out. Look what I've done.
That's
Nothing.
amazing. No, you've done loads. You've almost done.
This could have taken me 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I'm going insane. Thank you so much. You get all the bricks?
No.
How many do you get?
40 out of like 109.
40?
Out of 190.
Jeez.
We have to go tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.
Was that the maximum you could load?
Pretty much, yeah. So we are done. I cannot believe it. Not only is the deposit done, but the builders had time at the end to do this bathroom wall for us, which we are so grateful for. It really was a squeeze. They had to bring extra people onto the job, but they got it done. And we went out and got all the materials and stuff. But yeah, that has saved us a huge amount of work, so we're so grateful for that. We would have struggled like integrating with the old stone wall, which is kind of forming a bit of one side of the wall. They've done a really good job integrating with that. They've taken it up to the height at the back that Mauro was originally building. They've matched the pitch of the roof that we built over the utilities area. They've put the door in for us. Yeah, it's just saved us an enormous amount of work, so we're really happy with that. We've had loads of tidying up and cleaning up to do. We've been bagging up loads of rubble, reorganizing everything. Everything was just tools everywhere, complete chaos. So we're literally on like day 2 of just tidying up. At the moment. The rubble we'll keep and we'll probably use it as filler in things that we've got going on, steps and things like that we're building in other places. We've tidied up all outside of here, more or less. Now I need to tidy up the inside because one of the very next things we're going to do is lay the floor. Alright, got some gloves, got some many empty sandbags. Let's get bagging up some rubble. So we're having a bath. That is the main reason, one of the reasons we decided to extend. Well, it kind of came together. We were like, we could rebuild the wall, we could have a bath. So we're going to have a bath. Going to go here. Just going to figure out where exactly. Like, this is too wide. Look.
Yeah, how big to make it?
Yeah.
Because if you make it massive, then you need a lot of
Yeah.
water to fill it.
Well, what about if we have like one end? What about if we have it at this end and then sort of like sort of build a brick wall, cover up that rock, make a sort of shelf type thing above the rock so that that rock's gone. You don't care about that rock, right?
I would have it at this end,
Yeah.
and then build some sort of like shelf.
Well, the water's got to come through that wall.
Maybe it's better to have it here so you can have the shower up high.
Yeah.
one single tree.
I think the leaves it has
Alright, Mal, what's going on today then?
We are preparing to level the floor in the bathroom, so I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm gonna clear this area so that it's empty and we can work comfortably. So we're gonna mix cement here, pour it over there. There's gonna be very clear paths.
Yeah, it's been a while since we started this project. We had two volunteer sets ago is when we started clearing this area, and we got this wall built, and then Jen has been and gone. And now we have Rita and Tiago with us helping. There's Rita and Tiago's got a wheelbarrow right now. They're digging, yeah.
Professionals use strings. That's something
Sure,
I learned.
sure.
I want to try to do this. Well, you can check on the angle of the teepees. Pass me the other one, please.
It's good like that, right? That's true. That's true.
better.
The pipe is flexible. It doesn't matter.
I think like sort of here feels okay, right? Something like that, Hat?
Yep. Oh, up.
The only problem will be. Alright, we're done with the trench. We had a bit of an interruption. We found an old pipe down there that I think it's the drain from the toilet which we blocked. So it was empty, luckily, because it could have been disgusting. And yeah, we're about to cut here the pipe to put this Y-joint, which is reduced to 40, which is gonna be this flexible pipe, and it's gonna come down 2%-ish incline. Everything should be okay. Yeah, we didn't think that because this part of the pipe is fixed and it's also fixed there. It's impossible to fit this in, so we're breaking that in. There we go. Awesome.
Good morning. Me and Santi are just making a plum crumble. It's raining today, but we're living a little bit in denial about it, and we're going to try and lay the bathroom floor anyway. They're just starting off with some small little cement jobs, just in case the heavens open and it starts pouring with rain. But if it holds out, the bathroom floor will be poured, and that is very exciting. What you got there, Santi? Anyway, yeah, I've got some stewed plums here. We've got loads of these yellow plums from the plum tree at the moment. This is like the third harvest. I stewed them the other day. Tricky, yeah. May have made too much crumble for this. Crumble. Nah, the crumble is the best part, so let's go for large amounts of crumble. Right. There we go. Doesn't that look good? No, you don't. You can have some when it's cooked. There we go. Boom, boom. Gonna come out and see what they're up to. You're not cementing?
We just did like a little like ledge there.
Oh, nice.
But like now, this, we could sort of like bury this part.
Okay, well it did not start raining yesterday, but all was not lost. We went and got some really nice pizza and work resumes. Oh, we also had to go and get the connectors, didn't we? We somehow bought 2 pieces of pipe and no connectors for them, so we had to go and do that.
Too much cut. Should we cut it a bit more? Maybe.
Are we doing a test? I don't know, I'm not watching, I'm here.
Is someone watching?
These dogs are not helping. Una!
Una, you're always saying so annoying. Una, don't sit on the pipe.
Snoopy's not being helpful either today. So, yeah.
Papa.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll put rocks and stuff underneath all the way. Alright, we glue.
Wow. Papa.
That's what Papa's doing. He's gluing a pipe.
Okay, that feels like halfway.
Yeah.
Mona.
Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
Are you burying it then?
Yep.
Whoa. Shall I assist you?
Do here and I'll do there.
Alright.
We don't. Try to cover the pipe from the sides first, not from the top, so that when you put soil on top, it doesn't lower it.
Yeah. Under the pipe a little bit as well. Just completely.
It was perfect to do this. It was perfect that it rained this last 2 days because it was so easy to
Yeah.
work, so easy to dig.
And it's lovely and cool today. So many plums. What are we gonna do with all these plums? This is actually, I think, the last batch, so I think it's time for a jam. 210 divided by 9.
23.3.
23.3. Just feels... No, yeah, maybe that's right. If I mark, I'm going to be marking 9 marks. 8 marks.
Stop, Didi.
4.
Deal.
I need a spirit level. Oh, I just thought I was...
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's right, Santi. The taco, Santi. The taco. Where's the taco?
Taco.
Taco.
Boo.
Ooh. Have you seen the kiwis, Santi?
There's already a nest.
Have you seen the kiwis?
Wow.
Wow.
Didi.
Kiwis. Don't they look great?
Yep.
I feel like a professional kiwi grower. So like Tiago has found his element here, like training the kiwi.
It's very... What's that? That's what
Okay, we're going to leave it there for this video. The kiwis are looking gorgeous. Hopefully they'll grow across these wires quickly and make some shade along the side, because we're still getting hit a little bit up here by the sun early in the morning and in the afternoon. They're growing so fast though, I don't think it'll be long. And yeah. So thank you to Julian and Annika, who were with us at the beginning of the video and helped us move a load of rubble from the bathroom area. And thank you so much to Rita and Tiago, who were here with us the last week or so and helped us with the drains and laying the floor and a bunch of stuff in the garden. You'll see more of that in the next video. We're really close now to be able to tile the floor and get the shower installed and put the roof on. So we're really excited about all of that. And yeah, thank you for watching this video and we'll see you next week.